The Best Start Network is a collaborative community table that's made up of more than 80 members from 40 different organizations, ranging from licensed childcare and early on centers. We've got school boards, library, recreation, special needs resourcing, and of course our academic partners at Ontario Tech, Durham College, and Trent University.
In 2016, a working group of the subcommittee co-created a resource to help educators support self-regulation in young children. Anecdotally, we received really good feedback, it was well received, but we wanted to do a more thorough evaluation of the resource as well as the process used to create it. We took the feedback that we received and we decided on a more structured approach to the process, and we also decided to include educators and families in the co-creation process. We heard that our funding was approved literally days before the lockdown in March of 2020. We were all at a standstill. We did eventually regroup, although the pandemic added a year to our planned 3-year project, and it caused us to move many things online that we had hoped to do in person.
In Durham region, we collect a lot of data, especially around early learning and child development. And the only way we're going to make a substantial impact on the lives of children is by mobilizing that data into practice. That's why knowledge mobilization is so important. We take key messages from the data and what it tells us, and we bring that to community partners who identify areas for opportunity. And we really rely on their passion and expertise to translate that into something that's usable and fun for families, RECEs, and children so that they can develop and live, learn, and play to their best potential.
So the Early Development Instrument, or we call it the EDI, is a questionnaire used to determine how ready senior kindergarten kids are for school. The EDI measures development across 5 key areas: physical health and well-being, social competence, emotional maturity, language and cognitive development, and communication skills and general knowledge. By using the EDI to collect information on children's strengths and weaknesses, we can understand where children need the most help. So by leveraging EDI data, we were able to identify and understand where children were struggling the most developmentally, which was within the social competence domain. With this insight, we were able to inform the development of the research project, engage various stakeholders and experts in the community to co-produce solutions, and work together to address this area of vulnerability.
Early On is a free program that is funded by the Ministry of Education, and it is for parents and children 0 to 6 years of age. It's operated by our early childhood educators, and we provide programming that supports both children and adults in their learning and through play together. Parents come to the Early On program to learn more about how they can support their children in their learning journey, and so it was a good opportunity for us to do some co-production together, as well as do some co-learning with the parents, the child, and the educators in Early On. It offered our educators some resources that they could enhance the children's social competence. We know through EDI scores that social competence is low in Durham region, and so this became a focus for our programs and what we could do to support the families as the children began to enter kindergarten.
Yeah, so the kit itself has activities in there that either educators can use with the child or that families can use with their children, that they could even take them home or they could even create their own at home and just extend on the activities that were created for them.
Our main considerations when creating the kit were: are we meeting a need? Are we staying consistent with our target group? And are we responding to our research questions? And are we listening to our co-production team? Are we listening to our community who are on the front line? We embarked on the co-design process with 4 RECEs, 2 families, 1 ACE student, and 3 experts. There were 5 virtual sessions that took us on a journey mapping process. This team together developed the idea of creating a resource and activity kit prototype to pilot.
So I'm excited to see, where do we go next? What other projects might develop because of our collaborations, and then seeing what the community and within the Best Start Network, what their collaborations are, so we can begin to learn more about what everybody's doing and how research is impacting our community that we live in.
So this project, of course, was focused on the findings of the Early Development Instrument, which really showed that 1 in 10 children in the Durham region were not meeting their developmental expectations. It would be really nice if we could develop a kit for all the different areas. So really, I think the message was, wow, this is fantastic. We'd love to have more.
We appreciate the passion and dedication of all of our partners on this project.
It's been an absolute pleasure to work with all of you. Thank you for everything you've done.